Now, South Africa has condemned the bomb attack in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, which has killed at least 71 people. The International Relations Department says yesterday's assault is an unacceptable act of terrorism and has expressed its condolences to the Nigerian government. At least 71 people are dead and 124 others are injured after the bomb exploded at a crowded bus station. Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has blamed the attack on Boko Haram. Well, let's speak now to Adetunji Omotola, chairperson of the Nigerian Nationals in Diaspora. Adetunji, thank you very much for coming in this morning. Not good news at all to see so many deaths in Abuja. Have we seen other attacks before this one in the capital city?
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to pay my condolences to the families of the victims of this very serious attack that has decimated the Nigerian people in terms of their psyche. It's a very vicious attack, and also I want to condemn the perpetrators of this attack in the strongest possible terms, and they will not break the spirit of Nigeria. It is a very unfortunate scenario. The question you ask about the attacks, this is not the first attack in Abuja. A few years ago, we had a very vicious attack, a deadly attack that claims 26 lives when the UN building was attacked. Also, we had the attack on the police force headquarters with a suicide bomber, I believe. And that was also, I think, 6 people were killed. So this is not the first attack, but this is the one with the highest casualty, 71 people, about 124 injured, and I believe that some of the injured will probably lose their life because of the seriousness of the attacks, because it came as a result of twin bomb blasts, one from a car bomb, which allegedly 4 men drove into the taxi park, I believe a bus park, and they left the car, and within minutes, the car exploded, and as a result, there was collateral damage to buses that were burnt.
Okay, up to now, overall, we've been hearing about Boko Haram's activities in the north and the northeastern parts of Nigeria. Are you getting a sense that they are now spreading their attacks across other parts of Nigeria?
Well, look, there's a state of emergency in the 3 main theaters where Boko Haram is very strong: Yobe, Adamawa, and Borno. And what you find is that those states also border, they're on the border of Niger Republic, Chad, and Cameroon. Because what has been happening is that they will attack in Nigeria, in the states, and then they will flee across the border. Because the border along those states are very porous. The border that Nigeria has with those countries are very porous. And it's about 1,000 kilometers. But what they've also done is to also come into other states. You may recall last year, January 20 in Kano, they killed about 200 people, attacking government buildings, shooting people at random. So they've actually carried out attacks in various parts of the country.
Now, President Goodluck Jonathan has blamed Boko Haram for the latest attack in Abuja yesterday that has killed 71 people. Who is Boko Haram?
Well, Boko Haram, the name is actually translated in English, means Western education is a sin. The group, an Islamic extremist group that came to prominence at about 2002. They're a puritanical sect. They are very conservative. They want to Islamize Nigeria. They believe that the elites in the north are false Muslims who are very corrupt. They've been able to fester as a result of the poverty and the hopelessness in the north. And also, there some kind of links that some politicians have used them to be able to get support or in dealing with some of their enemies. And what actually led to their real aggressive and ruthless stance in the last few years was when in 2009 they had a problem with the police, and the police killed some of their members, and they decided that they would take the ruthless route.
Okay, very briefly, as we conclude our interview now, do you think the Nigerian government is doing enough? The security forces in Nigeria are also capable of stemming the Boko Haram violence?
Look, There's a report that has come out by the International Crisis Group, which is a very credible report. On April 3rd, it was published. They're based in Brussels. And some of the outcomes of that report, or some of the recommendations and the points raised, was that the method that the government is using, the heavy-handed method, will not work. Force alone will not work. Amnesty International claimed that after the Giwa Barrack attack, that about 600 escapees were actually killed by the military. So we also believe that the security forces are overstretched and they cannot cover every piece of land in the north. So obviously they need to use a different method, what they're calling a soft approach. But that approach will have to involve political as well as socioeconomic and radical change in terms of the way that the government is run in order to reduce the grievances that the Boko Haram have.
Thank you very much. That's Adetunji Omotola, chairperson of the Nigerian Nationals in Diaspora.
Know more about your world.
eNCA.com